What's up, guys? Welcome. Gonna do a little review on this STRICH Plus 22 pedal board. This is 22 inches wide and it's 14.6 inches tall or height, I would say. It's a 5-rail pedal board, pretty nice. It weighs 3.1 pounds and comes with a carry bag. It's pretty lightweight, very solidly built. It's nice. If you look over here, it says STRICH Plus 22, sort of like modeled after a pedal train type of pedal board. It's got a little opening here for a power supply, which you can mount underneath right here. Now let's put some pedals on here and see what we can fit. So let's start with maybe some of these Earthquaker devices. You got like a plumes here, and afterneath. Let's do a bunch of these top mount pedals. We got a Black Mass 1312, a Worm 2 in there, and what else could we put up there? Like a bass pedal, plumes. We got a Westwood and a White Light. A lot of these Earthquakers, and all of these can actually fit side by side, which is pretty nice. You can see we move them over here. All of these could comfortably fit right here on these bottom two rails, and we could even throw in like a rat pedal over here. Check that out. Yeah, so a rat would fit in there. We got 8 of these pedals that you could fit right there. Pretty nice. So you could fit 8 here. You could fit 8 over here as well. And then you would have like a middle rail kind of open. Something you could do, for example, is like, let's say we could put this on these 2 rails, and you could have like a bunch of other pedals. These are side mount ones. Now we've got 8 of these top pedals you could fit right there easily, really nicely. And these over here, like this, you could fit, I think, maybe like 6 of these would fit. Yeah, see, so about 6 of these side mount ones could fit up here. And then in your bottom rail, you could have one of those loop switcher pedals where you can plug in all these pedals directly and you can control multiple pedals at once. So that's a nice, really nice option. These 5-rail pedal boards are great for having this 5th rail, which you can have the loop switcher on. So pretty nice. And I don't really have a lot of bigger pedals, really. But let's say something like, maybe something like that fits on there nicely. I don't have any like Strymons or humongous pedals. I think the largest pedal I have is a Fuzz War Death by Audio. So that'll fit in there pretty nicely. You could even fit, maybe another pedal in here, kind of right there. So even you can make that work. So that fits pretty nice. Now, if you didn't want to put a loop switcher down here, let's bring these guys down over here. This is like pedal playground in real life a little bit. Let's bring this Oceans guy back here. Now let's say you got this middle one open here. Now what you could do is you could put some sideways pedals right on here. And they would definitely fit. You can maybe put like 4 of those in there. What else do I have over here? Maybe like, something like that. Let's get one more in there. Could throw in like one of these MXRs here. So you could have this layout really nicely because this middle rail is really wide. It's like 2 inches, or 2 inches wide, and that's pretty sweet. Because some of these other pedal boards have really thin rails, and I wouldn't feel comfortable putting something in like this. Now, I did want to show you guys a cool little thing I saw earlier when I was playing around with this. Is some of these pedals are a little less tall than others. So, for example, these electro harmonics pedals are not too tall, or like an MXR pedal like this. So you could actually fit 3 of them, and like standard, like you don't have to put them in sideways or anything. Like over here, you could have like an MXR right there, and you could have this EHX here, and maybe like something like this Keeley compressor could go right in there, and that would be super sick. I mean, you could have 3 layers like this. On some of them, if obviously maybe you don't have all MXR or electro harmonics pedals, but you could do something like that, right? Like we could do another one with this bass clone there, and I got like a little chorus pedal. This Eddie could go here. Whoops. And something else that's kind of small. I got another MXR pedal. Could go here like this. All right, so really cool that you could have 3 rows of pedals if they are this size. Obviously, you don't have all pedals like that, so you could still do something else. You could still have like, something like that, and like a rat there or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Or throw in this guy right there and another one. So that's a lot of pedals you could be fitting on here. So that's something really nice about this STRICH Plus 22, is that these rails are so wide, and that's really nice. And the space between the rails where your cables come out of, I think they're like an inch and a half, which is nice. It's like, or maybe a little less than that, an inch and a quarter. And I personally don't like a huge space between rails. I like some big rails, some small spaces, because I don't have giant cables, so this stuff can be small. So this is really, really nice there.